Hello learners, welcome to Triaright. Today we will be learning about the different building tools that will build our different applications. For building for different tools, this help us in different building different applications. So we need different building tools to manually compiling for manual compiling, the packaging and the testing and deploying in time consuming. And we use this, I again repeat, we use this for these built-in tools for manual compiling, for packaging, for testing and is deploying this time consuming part. And build tools, they are automatic. There are different build tools that automates our compilation, that is the use that is Java app. This will help us in compiling the different programs. And packaging, that is in form of different Java files. We are packing different Java files. And dependency model, we have the different dependency management for different programming part. And coming on the different for testing and for similarly for deployment also we use different built-in tools. And further we are why what are different so why what are these build tools, why we understand different why to use these build tools. Now is we should understand what are these build tools. These are the software. They are the software that help us to automate the building and management of different Java projects. They are the software that help us automate and build. They automate the building and management of Java tools. Now, like Apache and Maven. Now, coming on to this Apache and Maven, that was released by Apache Software Foundation. Apache Maven was released by Apache Software Foundations. That is a convention over configuration. They uses predefined structure project structure. They are a convention over configuration which uses predefined project structures. Now they use XML like POM XML for configuration. I repeat, they use XML file for different POM XML, for different POM XML, POM files, or POM.xml for configuration. Now coming further, we have the different POM XML snippets. We have the different here coming here. We have the different POM XML, POM.xml snippets like projects. Here there is a project model version is 4, and the group ID is form.example. We have the different form.xml snippet like a group ID. Here you have the version, you have the form.xml, which is the group ID, and artifact ID, that is my app, and version is 1.0. And different dependencies and different dependencies. Group ID, we have the unit JUnit. We are using JUnit here, so we will be writing group ID as JUnit and artifact ID as JUnit only. Artifact ID as we are using as JUnit only, and the version is 4.13.2. Now coming here, we have to close the dependency. That will be only having a angular braces followed by a slash in the beginning. And similarly for dependency, we are closing, and dependencies also we need to close. And at the end, we have to need to close the project because we started all those things here. And now coming on to this Maven commands. Now we have the Maven commands. This is MVN compile. MVN compile. This will compile the source code. MVN compile compiles the source code. That MVN test. This runs unit test. This will run the unit test. MVN package. This create the jar or war files. That will MVN package that will be creating the jar or the war files. And now MVN install that will install local repository. This MVN install installs the local repository. Now coming on to this Gradle. We have the Maven built-in automation. That is this Gradle is a modern build automation tool. This Gradle is a modern build automation tool which uses Groovy or Cold-Chain DSL. Cold-Chain Groovy or Cold-Chain DSL. They are more flexible with Maven. And they are suitable for large and complex players. They are suitable only or can be suitable. They can be suitable for large and complex players. Now, simple Gradle snippets. We are here to host the simple Gradle snippet. Simple built-in.gradle. There is a snippet called build.gradle. That is here plugins. Exactly, plugins. There are different plugins that will be having the body part, which is ID Java. Here the body part consists of ID of different IDs of Java, and for the group we have to group this. We have to group the com XML. We are having the different com XML which we are grouping all together all together. And the version is 1.0. Here the version is 1.0, and the repository here is Maven repository. Coming to the body part, we have the Maven Central. We have the Maven Central and the dependency test implementation JUnit 4.13.2. Now coming on to the Gradle commands. Now coming on to the different Gradle commands, there are different Gradle commands such as build for build, test, and jar. So for the first one is Gradle build. They will help us in compiling, testing. They will help us in compiling the different tests and plus the different packages. Now coming on to this different Gradle test, that will be running the different tests. That they have the run test. They will be running the different tests, and Gradle jar, that will be Gradle jar files. That is the Gradle jar files. Here Maven versus Gradle. We are forming a differentiation between Maven and the Gradle. Maven built for the built-in script. This will be using Maven uses XML which is having form.xml, and for the Gradle, which is Ruby or Kotlin, that is build.gradle. They have the build.gradle. And for the speed of this Maven is moderate, and the speed of the smart Gradle is faster. Now coming on to the features, different dependency management, different dependency management for Maven, that is excellent, and for the Gradle, that is also excellent because we use because we use it for different projects. Yeah. Now learning curve, we are using different learning curve, that is Maven, that is slightly easier, and for the Gradle, that is slightly steeper means it is taking much and having more narrower paths. And for coming the popularity, this Maven is very much high popular, and this Gradle, it is increasing rapidly. We have the very less but very deeply knowing more good, but frequently it is getting its uses more frequent higher. What are these? What are these used? So where are we using this Maven and Gradle? I have studied different Maven and different Gradles. So where are we using this? It's Maven, that is enterprise projects, uses for different enterprise environment, and they have the different Java libraries. For different Java libraries, use this Maven. And Gradle, they have used it for Android apps. We use it for different Android apps, Spring Boot apps, and for large app projects also. Now coming on to the summary for what we have studied here, we are moving on to the Maven. They are structured and XML based and convention driven. I repeat, there the Maven is a structured, it is XML based because having different form.xml files, and we have a different convention driven, and it is and similarly it has different convention driven. And coming on to this Gradle, that is modern, that is flexible and is fast. This is modern, this Gradle is modern and is flexible and is fast. Both are essential tools for Java, for professional Java development and deployment. We have studied that they both are essential tools because they make us, because there are different dependencies and different tools for different libraries and different requirements, and for these both are having different uses, and so they are both essential tools for professional Java development and deployment. Now we are moving to the end of the class. We'll meet in the next class. Now, thanks.